Le stiratrici GMP
GMP ironers are easy to use and will grant you an excellent ironing quality. Please give us a few minutes of your time to give you some useful information for proper use and smooth operation. Preparation. The correct linen preparation is the first step to achieve maximum efficiency and perfect ironing quality. In fact, ironing is the last phase of the laundry process. Therefore, the ironer will show any incorrect step performed during washing or drying. It is important to make sure that linens are well rinsed before the ironing. Detergent residuals build up on the ironing surface, not allowing the linen to be processed smoothly through the chest and generating creasing. Sticky linen is very often the indicator of an insufficient rinsing phase. Fibres need humidity to soften and predispose to being ironed. A pre-dry phase in the dryer will reduce the humidity content down to the ideal percentage for a quality ironing and a consistently efficient process. Recommended humidity content to obtain the best ironing result varies according to the ironer models used and the result we want to obtain. E to GMP lines 10 to 25%. G line 15 to 50%. Prepare linen in a trolley, opening and unrolling them to the purpose of having them ready to be introduced. You will work more easily and rapidly. Do not leave washed or pre-dried linen for hours, wrinkled or pressed before ironing. Humidity will evaporate, drying the fabric and forming wrinkles. It will be harder to remove them during the ironing, forcing you to use higher temperatures or to work slowly. Suggestions for correct use. What can be ironed? Flat linen. What can't be ironed? Printed items, carpets, blankets, items containing plastic or metallic parts, fabrics containing residuals of flammable or explosive substances. Always make sure that linen you purchase is provided with a care label or care instructions. How to choose ironing temperature. Follow the instructions reported in the care label to determine the appropriate ironing temperature. Ironing speed substantially represents the time that linen needs to remain in contact with the heated surface to be perfectly ironed and dried. We set the ironing speed according to the fabric we are ironing. Natural fibres will need to be processed more slowly than synthetic fibres because they retain more water, which requires more time to evaporate. Start ironing items requiring low temperatures and keep cotton and linen as last to be processed. Starch linen must be ironed at the end because they subsequently require a cleaning of the chest surface. Use a medium-low speed and increase it only if ironed items exit completely dry and ironed. If linen is not completely dried after being ironed, reduce the speed or increase the drying time in the dryer. The use of high temperatures to compensate a too high speed will not help you obtain a better ironing quality. If linen coming out of the ironing process is very hot or electrostatic, increase the speed. Use of the chest ironer, GMP line and E-line. Set the ironing speed following the instructions printed on the care label. Place linen and start feeding, keeping them parallel to the roller. The linen shouldn't have wrinkles or be skewed during introduction. We recommend to keep it well stretched on the sides, but not lifted or tensioned. If there are labels, buttons or zips, put them in contact with the roller, but never with the metallic surface of the chest. They could be damaged and damage the equipment. Always alternate the linen introduction by using the whole ironing surface. Adopting this simple precaution, you will avoid overheating some areas of the chest that would burn the linen and damage the roller padding. If you iron large linen or work in pairs, it is necessary to have a good coordination, introducing the items at the very same moment. It will be easier if you momentarily stop the roller rotation, simply pressing the foot pedal. Place now the linen a couple of centimeters inside the chest profile and restart the roller rotation using the foot pedal.
Alla fine della giornata.
At the end of the working day, leave the roller rotating for a couple of minutes before switching off the ironer, eliminating the humidity from the padding's internal layers. Maintenance.
Raccomandiamo di usare lo spray G-Seal.
We recommend using G-Seal spray at the end of the working day in place of the wax. It is more practical to use, to dose, and it does not leave residuals. G-Seal lubricates the chest surface and allows the linen to slide through the chest without frictions.
Se stirate biancheria inamidata.
If you iron starch linen, it is advisable to feed a cleaning cloth to remove starch residuals from the chest at the end of the session. Apply G-Seal spray afterwards. Use of the drying ironers, G-line. Set the ironing speed following the instructions printed on the care label. Place linen on the feeding belts and start feeding, keeping them parallel to the roller. The linen shouldn't have wrinkles or be skewed during introduction. We recommend to keep it well stretched on the sides, but not lifted or tensioned. If linen accidentally went in skew, do not pull to remove it from the ironer. Pulling will damage the pressure roller and the detaching linen ribbons. If there are labels, feed them facing up, absolutely avoiding they touch the cylinder hot surface. Do not iron buttons or zips, they would get damaged. Be careful if you iron aprons. Ribbons should be fed in the end to avoid them winding round the pressure roller. Always alternate the linen introduction by using the whole ironing surface. Adopting this simple precaution, you will avoid overheating some areas of the cylinder. Overheating damages the ironing belts. If you iron large linen or work in pairs, it is necessary to have a good coordination, introducing the item at the very same moment. It will be easier if you momentarily stop the feeding belt's rotation, simply pressing the foot pedal. Place now the linen on the feeding belts, making sure it is perfectly straight, and press the foot pedal to restart the feeding belt's rotation. At the end of the working day, press the 0 button to start the automatic cool-down process. The cylinder continues rotating until its temperature reaches 90 degrees centigrade. Now the ironer automatically switches off.
Non fermate mai la...
When the cylinder is hot, never stop its rotation for more than 1 minute. The protracted contact damages ironing belts. Maintenance. Daily, before starting the heating, double check that brass plates sustaining the temperature sensors are clean from lint and perfectly in contact with the cylinder. If lint has built up under the brass plates, clean them following instructions contained in the user manual.